Now, don't get me wrong, it's not that I'm not excited to go to other coffee places around London, but to come back to one which you know is a fantastic coffee is brilliant. And it's a very rare opportunity for me, unless I'm bringing people over and we're going to try different places, or I'm bringing, we've got guests coming over to London, members from our main channel coming over and they fancy going for a coffee which they've seen on a previous one. But normally, when I go for a coffee in London, I'm experimenting. I'm always finding a new place. So coming back to a place where I know the coffee is excellent because I've had it before, it's a bit like an old, comfortable pair of gloves. You know they're going to keep your hands warm. You know it's going to be a fantastic sensation. You know you're not going to be let down. And it's a chance to chill because there's no pressure on the coffee. Now, the reason I say all of this, and hello and welcome to the video, is because today we're back at Markus Coffee. Now, Markus Coffee was probably the second, third or fourth video that we did on this channel. But the only problem with doing the videos at that time, it wasn't probably till we got to about our 7th or 8th one that we thought, hang on a second, how are we going to distinguish between the different types of coffees? Thought I'd take a pause there because they're cleaning the road down here. So it was about that time that we went for sort of our way of doing the scoring. And that way was, and as you know if you're a regular watcher of the channel, is our 5 different ways, which is the aroma, the acidity, the sweetness, the body and also the finish. But when we came to Markus Coffee originally, we didn't do that. All I knew was it was a damn fine coffee. Such a fine coffee indeed that I have to have 2. And I'm wondering if I need to do that today. But anyway, that's a different story. So we're back today. And the reason we're back today is because not only do I want to come back and have a coffee here, I wanted to come back and score it. So we're sitting outside Markus Coffee because I also remember the first time I came here, it was very early days. I was using my phone as a camera as opposed to using my professional camera. And it's also very, very small inside, as you've seen from previous footage that we had of the inside of it. So I was sitting outside, which was quite a rarity, because I also remember when I came here last time, lots of people were waiting to sit outside, and it's probably because lots of smokers around this area. We're in the Edgware Road area of London, and this is Connaught Village, which is a fantastic little village, and we featured that before as well on a video on the main channel. I think for me, Markus Coffee is just one of those places that when I come to, and I've already said to the lady, I'm buying coffee, please, to take away, because the coffee here is just, well, ridiculously cheap as far as buying it is concerned. If I remember rightly, I think I got half a kilo for about £8. Ridiculous. Anyway, that was all done for cafetiere. And also they mixed the blend for me as well. So we're going to get on with the coffee tasting in a second, and as you can see, it looks like it's going to be as promised. It's a bit like going to the pyramids, isn't it? You know you're going to get an absolutely phenomenal time, and you know you're going back in history, but it's just sitting there ready for the waiting. So very nice. And this is just a lovely area to come to as well. And also, I do enjoy sitting outside whatever the weather, providing it's not raining. If you can be warm enough in London, you're absolutely fine. Also, it's not a mad, busy street to sit on as well. Anyway, 4 minutes into the video, which you won't be surprised about as a regular watcher. Should we get with the coffee? Why not? Come on, let's taste it, let's score it, and let's see how it goes, because this is pretty... Well, I can't wait. Right, okay, so let's go for the aroma first. Let's just hope it lives up to the hype that I've always given it in score-wise. Oh, right, so the aroma. So the first thing I've got to say is that we've been yakking away here for about 4 minutes. It's probably taken me a good 2 or 3 minutes to get the camera set up from when the lady brought the coffee out. So we're pushing not far off 10 minutes, sitting there, and I can still smell the fantastic aroma. I can smell the roasted aroma of the beans off the top of it, which after this amount of time, a lot of coffees lose it. And if you remember rightly, and I remember Leslie pointed this out a couple of weeks ago, well, if it's such a good aroma, why don't you give it a 5 out of 5? Because sometimes you've got to really work for the aroma, and the aroma drops off really, really quickly. So aroma-wise, well, you can, oh my God. So it smelled good before I really started taking it in, but now I've taken it in, not only have you got a woody smell, sort of a really beautiful coffee smell, the roasted smell, but I can actually smell the beans. I can smell the fruit of the beans of the coffee on this as well. So, yep, aroma-wise, we're off to a good start. We're on a 5 out of 5. Okay, next, one of my favourite bits, and it really is my favourite bit actually, funny enough, when it comes to coffee tasting, it's that first sip. It's that unknown where it's going to go. So let's do it. Oh. Sorry, I just have to savour that because that is pretty phenomenal. I'm going to go for it again, but sorry, I just literally just wanted to take in that first bit. And no wonder why I loved it here so much. And I've also put the video as well of my previous visit on the end of a load of other videos, especially high scoring coffees, because for me, Markus was like a standard bearer to start with. Right, so let's go for the acidity and the sweetness. So, lovely. Now, acidity. If you're going to drive for an acidity, if you're going to go for an acidity in a coffee, that has got to be a standard bearer. And the reason I say that is because the acidity coats your tongue, but it is not stabbing at your tongue. It's not making your tongue go, whoa, I can feel it, and it's still there. It is so smooth. It literally just sort of coats and just sort of slips away, begging you to take another one, another sip, another great sip of the coffee. Just take that one through. It's absolutely phenomenal. Now, let's just do it again, because this is, oh my God, just look for when we're going to do the body. Don't even need to do the body, don't even need to switch here, because it's just hanging there. Oh, wow. That is excellent. Right. So, without a doubt, the acidity is so smooth, it's gorgeous, okay? So the acidity is just there and it kicks there. So for me, that gets another 5 out of 5 for acidity. Now, let's go for sweetness. Now, sweetness, there is just that little trank of sweetness there. Also, the taste of it, you can actually still taste the fruit. You can taste the fruit from the beans, which is amazing. Oh my God, that is, yeah, that is phenomenal. So both the sweetness and also the acidity get a 5 out of 5 for me. And it's funny, isn't it? Because that was the early days that we came here, before we tasted so many other great places. I found some amazing places like H.R. Higgins, and also the coffee bar down at Harrods as well. And also the little one, which is a recent find, where we gave them 24s. And to find this sort of place, and I remember I came down here to film for the London Visitor Channel, and I knew of all these little mews, and we were filming the mews, and then we came across Connell Village, and then we came across this coffee shop, and I thought, oh, let's give that a go for the channel. Yeah, I can't believe I found this place so many moons ago, and I will carry on recommending. Sorry, I'm just playing with my, I'm going to show you, just look at the state of the cup. Now, that's without me really swirling it, and I was about to swirl it, but I'm not going to. And the reason I'm not going to, don't need to, it's just hanging there. You cannot get a better body on that. Look at that, it's just hanging. That is just incredible. And one of the things I'm really interested in doing in future weeks on this channel is going to some really posh hotels to see if they do coffee anywhere near as good as this. I got a funny feeling they won't, but that is just, they are even doing that, you can see it's hanging. That is incredible. So that gets a 5. Okay? Yep, it does. We're on track, guys. You know where this could be heading, don't you? So the body on that is a 5, and then we're on to the finish. Oh, well, what do you say about the finish? Apart from the fact I could probably stay here all day, watch the world go by, and have 3 or 4 of these, because it is pretty sensational. That is such an amazing cup of coffee. The finish on it is just so smooth, and with the taste, the little bit of the sweetness, the taste of the fruit, the smell of the berries which you get from it as well. This, ladies and gentlemen, is a 25 out of 25. Sound the alarm. We are there. We have found London's first 25 out of 25 coffee. It's absolutely incredible. It is the most perfect coffee that I've tasted. And interestingly enough, I think we've done about 60 videos now. We've done 60 different coffee tastings. And in those 60 different coffee tastings, the highest we've got is a 24. There's always a little something. Let's not let places down, far from it, but there's always a little something that's not quite perfect. Markus coffee, it is the 25-25. And I can't believe I found it so early when we were doing the coffee tasting. So I'm going to put a map up now to show where it is, because this, if you like your coffee, is where you need to come to. It's very small inside, and as I said, you've got a couple of chairs on the outside, but it is absolutely incredible. I love this place. So Markus Coffee, a 25 out of 25. Yes, the bells are going off. We have found coffee utopia. Oh, love it. Anyway, really hope you enjoyed. Remember, we do this so you don't have to go to those crappy Starbucks and Costa Coffees and Cafe Neros, etc., which have their place if nothing else is around. But actually, if you can get an independent coffee and find a really good independent coffee house, these places are worth their weight in gold, especially in central London. So, just to give you an idea where this is, it's just off the Edgware Road near Marble Arch, so amazing. Now, I've got a cake to have as well. I dare say they didn't make the cake here, so I'm not going to judge them on the cake, far from it, but I'm a bit peckish, so I'm going to have that. I'm going to finish off my coffee, and my thought is I'll go back for another coffee, but I'm also thinking I've got lots of walking to do today, so I might save the fluid adjustment. But we have found it, guys. London's 25 out of 25, 100% coffee. Loving it. And to you coffee connoisseurs, and to everyone that's been waiting for it, a cheers from me here at London Visited Coffee. We got it. Thanks for watching. I'm going to put in the top right hand corner another really good coffee. It's one of them that I mentioned, H.R. Higgins. It's not a 25 because this is it, but it's still a really good one. So click on that. I'll see you in there. Thanks for watching. Bye.